Once upon a time, there was a king. He lived in a big castle and ruled his kingdom. One day, a stranger came to the palace. He wore a long dark cloak and held a small box. In the royal court, many people were present. Ministers, guards, and courtiers. The man bowed low.
Your Majesty, I bring you a gift.
The king looked curious.
What is inside?
The man opened the box. A golden feather lay inside.
This is no normal feather.
The man said.
It comes from a magical bird.
The king asked.
What's special about it?
The man smiled.
It glows when someone tells the truth. But if someone lies, it grows dim.
The king smiled.
Let's test it.
He pointed to a young courtier.
Stand up,
he said. The royal servant gave the feather to the young man.
Now, tell us your secret.
The king ordered. The courtier looked nervous. He glanced at his father, who was a minister. His father hid his smile. The king saw this but said,
It's my order. Speak.
The courtier took a deep breath.
I love a girl,
he said.
I want to marry her.
The feather glowed brightly. The court smiled. The king looked at the boy's father.
You should let him marry her.
The minister nodded. Then the king called the defense minister. The defense minister stood up. The servant gave him the feather. The minister hesitated. Then he said,
Everyone thinks I'm brave. But the truth is, I'm scared of my wife.
The whole court laughed loudly. And even the king couldn't stop laughing. The feather glowed brighter than ever. The minister sat down, his face red with embarrassment. Then it was another minister's turn. He took the feather and said,
I told my wife I love her more than anyone. But that is not true.
The court went silent. People looked at each other quietly. One minister whispered to another.
Oh no! He's cheating on his wife.
The minister continued.
My father raised me alone. My mother died when I was born. I love my mother more than anyone.
He sat down, wiping tears from his eyes. The feather glowed brightly. Many ministers, courtiers, and servants had tears in their eyes. The king also looked sad. The king said,
That is true love.
Then the turn of a cunning minister came. He took the feather and said,
I have no secret truth.
The feather immediately dimmed. The court smiled quietly. One courtier whispered to another.
I knew the feather would dim. He always lies.
The cunning minister stared at the courtier, then sat down. The king said,
The feather has shown the truth.
The cunning minister felt ashamed. The king ordered,
This feather will stay in the royal treasure. Give the man gold and money as a reward.
The stranger bowed and said,
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Truth always wins.